You look very lovely.
Thank
But the
you.
first thing I noticed about you, obviously, your name, Kirby Bliss Blanton. That's a terrific name.
Thank
which is
you.
important in show business to have a name that just sort of grabs you. Kirby Bliss Blanton. It's a little unusual.
Yes, it is. I blame my mother. I was actually supposed to be a boy, and Kirby's a boy's name. But Bliss came from, it's actually my mom's maiden name. So that's why we passed it down as my middle name. So Kirby Bliss Blanton. And I go by the full thing, because why not? Some people have 3 names, right?
Sure.
Why
no.
not?
There are
I
lots
get
of
asked if
people
it's
have-
a stage name a bunch, and I'm like, no, it's on my birth certificate.
Right. Well, there are people that think that I made up the name, that when I decided to go into show business, that my name was Chip Whitley, and I came up with Conan O'Brien. And it was really, it's the name my parents gave me, and everyone else in my family has a normal name, and they just decided to give me Conan, and I think, in a way, that's sort of magical. Like,
Absolutely.
The
I
fact that
mean-
your parents gave you an interesting name may have led to things.
Well, and not only that, but it'd be pretty difficult to come into this industry as Brittany, or, you know,
Right.
something that's already been, yeah. My brother and I both have kind of interesting names, Brady and Kirby.
Did
So-
kids give you, because sometimes
Yeah,
kids
I
can be
got-
mean. Were kids ever mean to you about your
Yeah,
name?
I definitely got made fun of, like, when I was younger, like 4th and 5th grade. I guess there's a video game, Super Smash Brothers. Do you know of it?
I don't.
Okay.
Super Smash Brothers? Anyone know about Super
Thanks.
Smash Brothers?
So,
Some of them are playing it right now.
there's a character named Kirby, and it's like this pink marshmallow type balloon thing, ball.
Right.
And when I was younger, some of the boys would come up to me at school and say, you know, Kirby really does a good job at sucking and blowing. And I was like, what?
That, frankly, is my reaction right now.
So I didn't know, I was put off by that. I was like, I didn't know what that meant. So I go home and ask my brother. And I guess that's the powers of this superhero character.
that Kirby has.
Yes. That's what the balloon, this pink thing, I've never played the game, but
No.
that's what it does. It like sucks up everything in its way and then blows. So at the time, I didn't know whether or not to be offended or, anyway, that's Kirby's superpower.
Complimented?
I didn't do that at fourth grade.
I think offended across the
It was
board.
interesting no matter what. It was interesting. Hey, I learned something new
You
about
learned
my
about
name.
this
I didn't
game.
know that. I didn't know that.
Now, you tweeted recently from the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious. I've never been to the Playboy Mansion. Andy's
What?
never been to the Playboy Mansion.
Never.
How did you get into the Playboy Mansion?
Okay, so it's not that hard, actually. I knew one of the girlfriends. She's in our movie, and I was lucky enough, I did Maxim with her, so after the photo shoot, I was like, you know, what are you doing? Like, she's like, I'm going home. I was like, neat. Can I come? And it's interesting because once we got there, you know, it was actually kind of dead. It was during the day. I'm expecting a bunch of naked women, and I was really excited. And then I get there, and it's like, just her and I. Cool. But it
There were
was
no
great.
naked women walking around?
No, I don't know if there was a certain time that they all come out. I must have missed that. I must have missed that.
It's like an astrological
Yeah.
event.
But the most amazing
A
part.
truck backs up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, 8 o'clock, here it comes. Brr, brr, brr.
Yeah.
But no, actually, my favorite part of the mansion is you can order whatever you want. That sounds
What do you
bad,
mean?
but she's like, are you hungry? And I was like, well, yeah, we've been working, let's eat. She's like, you can get whatever you want. And I was like, wait a second. I'm big on food. I have to be fed every hour on the hour. So I was like, I can eat? She's like, yeah, what do you want? Steak, fish, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I'll get a salad, I'll get crab legs, I'll get steak, and she's like, okay.
This is the first time in the history of the world that anyone said you got to go to the Playboy Mansion.
For food.
The food is terrific.
It's true. That was my favorite part. I totally mooched off of the chef. I was like, can I have another one?
That's
He's
what would be
like, "Sure."
happening to me is women with naked breasts all walking at me going like, oh, it's,
This steak is
feels
so good.
amazing.
Your boobs-
Hi there, mister, get away from me. Rigatoni's fantastic.
It's true.